Hi, I'm Lyndon Collard, Live Rock Critic. This is Live Rock Critic 32. I am continuing to view live performances on HDTV, and unfortunately, the musical performances are mediocre and the material is uninspiring. Considering the offerings of new musical groups through the use of video sharing networks such as YouTube, once again, I haven't found any amazing music. The exception is that there are famous and competent musicians, and performances are created which are very good and entertaining. The old and famous musicians were once young and exciting, new, awe-inspiring. I have viewed a lot of performances of new musicians. I feel that when musical groups are nationally televised, when these groups appear on popular programs as musical guests, I would imagine that these groups are the best of the new musicians. I remember the musical wasteland I lived in as a child. In Moncton, New Brunswick, the radio waves were filled with down east music. This music is even more country bumpkin than the only other music, which was the most country music, monotonous in its uniformity. The music ponderously moaned and whined. Occasionally, radio reception was obtained from the United States, where they paid 1950s and 1960s rock and roll. I really think we are living in a musical wasteland of modern bands. I can't think of a band that I really like that's new. I didn't like Lady Gaga, and a few days ago, her French audience didn't like her either. They booed and demanded refunds. Don't forget, this indicates that Lady Gaga is not awe-inspiring, and she is backed by lights and action and a huge staff, and still does not manage to deliver a satisfactory performance. I booed, and so did the French. There are far worse performances than Gaga's. We are really headed, I think, downhill. As a matter of fact, we might even be headed down the garden path. I mentioned a few of the bad performances in my trash bin reviews. Coincidentally, the last performance I viewed was on Stephen Colbert's report. You can access the performance on Colbert's website. Nas was beyond belief. Nas, probably the lead rapper, rapped in standard fashion. The lack of diversity in rapping, phrasing, and meter is as crushingly boring as the down east music of my childhood. All the rappers seem to be stuck in the same groove. The most unbelievable aspect of Nas's performance was that the bassist and guitar player both faked playing. I saw them jumping around and bouncing up and down and playing no riffs, forming no chords, doing no picking, just faking it. I guess that's what it comes down to, and why I don't find anything I like. They are just faking it.